Morning, everyone. Should be live. I think so, at least. I see Gerald might be back, might not. Perfectly cromulent. How's everyone doing? Oh, that's some good coffee. Okay, so today we are attacking this. So what I might try to do is I might try to set this up on a Arduino Uno and see if it works with the examples, and if so, we'll adapt the examples to this board, to the RP2040, and then see if we can make that work. Because I have watched a couple of videos and people are just using the examples and it seems to work. The other thing we can do is there is a Arduino Super Mini or something. So we could order that and use this board, but that would have to be like next month. Let's see, screen. Don't we get C920? Go AliExpress. Wow, that's not what I was expecting. There's like, is it Nano Mini? Morning, Mr. JB. Sorry, Nano. No, IO expander. Is it? I think it's this one. No, that's the Shao. This one. But I don't think it's the same width though. It looks wider. Let's see, 21.6 by 22, 26.2. 21.6, 26.2. 21.6, 26.2. 21.6. Yeah, no, it's wider. It's wider than this. So we can't use the same footprint. That's a shame. That's really a shame. Because I'm seeing people use this like they have no issues with the Arduino. So I guess we're going to try to get it running on an Arduino using the examples. And then we'll just figure it out from there, I guess. It's possible that it's just not compatible with 3.3 volt logic. It might be. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the LDO on it is too shit. I don't know. Maybe I'm too shit at code. Okay, much rather. Okay, this one has a micro USB. You guys can't see shit. Micro. This one has the giant USB Type B or whatever. This is unforgivable. This is a legit Arduino Uno, and it has that stupid giant thing. I don't want to go into the R4 because maybe the R4 is shit. I don't know. There's another Uno, but it has, so that has a micro USB. I think micro USB is the most recent one I have, because I can use the R4s, but I don't really want to. Morning, Lock Watcher. Yeah, because I've got the R4 Minima, but it's not a ATmega 328p chip, so I think I'm going to go with the Uno form factor. Don't know why they put a bunch of foam in there. Whatever. Unos? Probably Unos. But no apostrophe. The apostrophe is possessive, so it'd be UNOS. I'm guessing. It's definitely not apostrophe. Okay. So let's hook this up on a breadboard. These pins are almost correct for my OLED. See, ground 5 volts, SDA and SCL. Teacher jumped in. Yeah, that happens. Okay, anyways, let's hook these two up. There we go. Got all the breadboard I need here. There are literal videos of children making this sensor work. So what does that say about me? Like so. Okay, so I'm not sure which one's SDA and SCL. Although we can use these pins if we just put a header on here. I might do that. It'll simplify the wiring. Let's just pop a header on here. Or maybe I should just put all the headers in there. No, I'll put one to start. Did I turn on my soldering iron, or has it been on all night? I hope it hasn't been on all night. How's it going, Doss? Welcome to the stream where we are probably just going to break down into tears pretty soon. I need to get back to learning coding, because it's clear now, well, it's been clear for a while, but it's abundantly clear that the Clankers can't do our coding for us. They're horrible at the job. Get in there. No more tears. Fix an original Xbox and failing. Oh, that's an interesting project. You can run Linux on those things. Okay. So here goes. Serial clock to serial clock. Serial data to serial data. Ground to ground. And power to power. Someone's pride and joy, so you're working with... Oh, that sucks. They choose not to. Maybe. If you were in the stream last time, yesterday, Google Gemini, in the code it was spitting out these unreadable characters. And so I think those characters are there put purposely. They're like different sized spaces. And I think they're there by purpose so that if someone makes their website based on Gemini output, just like spits out articles of Gemini output, I think it's so Google can easily detect it because they're invisible. All right, serial data, which is yeller, goes like that. And then we need power and ground. So ground is here. And power. Just bought a pile of those little screens from AliExpress because the price dropped by 75%. Failed to notice the 15 Australian dollars shipping. Yeah, I mostly shop the choices, the AliExpress choice stuff, because the free shipping is usually makes the price a bit cheaper, and I get my stuff in like 2 weeks. All right, so that is it. In fact, if we just use all the same powers and grounds, then we can just unplug right from the board. Can just plug once in here. So there we go. So you got the sensor, we've got the OLED. Apparently there is example code to run this exact setup. We will see. Let me see if I can find now a micro USB. So the problem with a lot of my micro USBs is they've come from devices that just need charge. So some of them don't have working data cables. So we will see. How's it going, Frozen? Frozen, is your name a reference to being Canadian or something? because Canada really is the frozen frontier, especially now. We got freaking winter early. Got a lot of snow. Let me open Arduino. Okay, screen again. I did this last time. New. How's it going, Untaught? All right, so let's start by going Arduino. Actually, I think we should just plug this in, and then the computer should figure it out. Arduino Uno. Uno. COM11. Okay. Good. All right, let's go examples. Then we're looking for the max something or other. I don't think it was Adafruit. Max 30100, was that it? I don't think so. Okay, hold on. I go libraries, max 301. Oh, 2. It's SparkFun. You make games sometimes. Okay. Interesting. What kind of game? Can I find you on Steam? SparkFun. Examples. Should be in the S. There we go. All right. Is that it? Let's see what we got. Okay. So this will show in the serial. Let's go back to the SparkFun plotter. Okay, no, it just shows it. All right, well, let's just try it. Anyways, upload. Okay, so that's done. Tools. Serial monitor. I don't know what the baud rate is. So it's not working. So you know what? I think my sensors are borked. See you, Frozen. I'm starting to think my sensors are borked. So let's upload this one. A DIY microscope? Yeah, it could be. But, I mean, I haven't gotten new Patreons in a while, so... serial monitor. $11,500. There's nothing on the serial. Tools, serial plotter. It's not working. But it's not sending... It's worked, yeah. It's not working. Okay, let me simplify. I'm going to remove the OLED from the equation. We are just going to use the connections on the heart rate sensor. Be in SDA. Okay, V in. SDA. SCL. And ground. So literally only the connections. There's no OLED, there's no nothing. Okay, select the board and the port. Can you not? It's not seeing the port. There we go. Okay. Initializing. It's not doing anything. Yes, they are. They are connected. So, literally my sensors are fucked. If I can't get this working on an actual Arduino, let's try this one. Okay, it says initializing, ... And it just stays like that. Yeah, this is... Yeah, this is not my code. This is example code. So this works, the serial print line initializing works, but then the sensor doesn't initialize. Will it blink? Will what blink? Like the Arduino blinked a couple times when it turned on. Oh, you mean like if I upload Blink Sketch? Examples, basics, blink. Giver. Blink Sketch is working perfectly. So it does initializing. I'll give it a couple of moments while I sip some coffee. Why would you say it's failing on on line 47? I see none of that. It's the example sketch, Annette. It is literally it is literally the example meant for Arduino Uno. And right now, the red LED on the sensor. Oh look, I unplugged the max and the serial is saying that it's unplugged. Couldn't find it. So it's stuck at initializing. The sensor is dicked. See initializing? Can't zoom this in. Oh my god, this IDE is so junk. I'll try to use two different ports for power and ground. Let's go V in and ground. Reset. Initializing. Still nothing. No pull-up resistors. None. And the reason no pull-up resistors is because every video that people have produced on this shit, they didn't have pull-up resistors. So let's see. Let's go back to initializing. Nope, not on the sensor board. I measured resistance between the data lines and power, and there's nothing. Maybe janky connections. But the thing is, here, let me bring this over here. I have nowhere to plug this now. Either way, the LED on here doesn't even turn on. And I've tried using the 5 volt, the V in, everything. shit don't work. It doesn't work. Here's a USB 3 extension just to get power over here. Pretty annoying, but it is what it is. Morning, Curtis. Yes, Anant, I have reset it multiple times. And as you could see by the serial monitor, it was initializing and then just not finding the max sensor. So there, look, the LED is not even lighting. I think you are zoomed in. I'll put this so you guys can see. And I'll probe it the proper direction. Board is receiving 5 volts. So board clearly has 5 volts. That is working. There is the 3.3 volt logic working on here. It's just not working. So it wasn't working on the Raspberry Pi. So I popped it into here because all the videos I watched, people did exactly this and it was working perfectly on the Uno. So I think the SCL and SDA, I believe they are, I believe they're 3.3 volt logic, but the Arduino can receive 3.3 volt I2C. Any other ideas? Aside from ordering more of these. So that one's a no. Let's see if we can. I have 2 more. I have 2 more of these sensors, I just don't know where. Probably hucked them across the room in a fit of rage. I don't know. I don't know where they went. They're somewhere, or maybe nowhere. Maybe they are everywhere. Maybe they're here. Maybe they're near. And maybe they're me. And maybe we are all together. Maybe they run like pigs from a gun. I don't know. I'm gonna keep this one here so I don't re-find the same one over and over. Max, this one. Max 30102. It's too early in your day. Yeah, it's okay. I started unhinged. I ended the stream yesterday unhinged. in a constant state of unhinginess. Oh yeah, the other thing I can do is I can just order these boards right from SporkFun. I thought it was Adafruit, so I checked the Adafruit website yesterday. Beatles. It was Beatles. I am the walrus. I bust out Max 0102. So this is not the same. That's not the same. Hmm. Max 3012. Is there a difference between HW605? No, okay, that's the 3102. Oh, look. Oh, wait, they have the pull-ups. I mean, let's try the pull-ups. Oh, you're not even on the screen. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Professional streamer, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That's one. So I'm looking, sorry, let me actually show you what I was looking. So he's got it to 5. He's got pull-ups to 5. At this point, I don't care. And the reason why I don't care is that this is probably not going to be a PCBWay video this month. Which means that if I destroy it, I will just do it next month with new parts. Okay, so let's see if we can connect to the... Let's go upload. I don't know if this will work. Failed uploading. Uno. Uno, there, okay. Upload this shit. Cannot connect to COM 11. Did I tell you to go on COM 11? I said COM 25. Okay, so that's good. Not found. So no, just immediately not founds it. Not found. Please check wiring and power. So still doesn't work. Even with the 4.7K pull-ups. A few packs, 2 watt resistors for breadboard work, yeah. Well, no what? No what indeed? Let's check my heart rate, shall we? That's more fun. $79. So now what do I do? What do I do with myself? I guess not going to get a PCBWay video done. Power supply video can't easily be done. Because of live streaming. Check for shorts on the board. I mean, there's like a meg ohm between SDA and SCL. I mean, power in, they're pretty simple boards. Grasping at straws. Well, I have 3 of these, and none of them worked. So it's possible that they're just the old factory rejects. I did get them from AliExpress. So there is that. What am I looking for here? Swap the data lines about? Yeah. SCL. No, SDA first. Nope, they're good. No, I think we're going to do something else. And I don't know what. I don't know what I feel like doing a video on. Potentially wire incorrectly. See if that's the issue. Sure. I got nothing else to lose. VN. All right. Get rid of the old flipperoo in here. We have connected. I don't think it's even initializing. Yes, auto scroll. It's not even initializing. But the problem is, like, this doesn't even light up. So I think it's just borked. It's on the 5 volts. Now then, oh no. Not even registering. Yeah. Well, I think I don't know. I did get this, like, okay, here. Let's plug it into my project. This has code on it. Then VIN. So I've got my footprint. You see there, 6-pin, 3-pin. 6-pin, 3-pin. Arduino is 5 volt I2C. That sensor. So I hear you, Mr. Cardone, but at the same time, there's like, I've watched like 4 or 5 YouTube videos yesterday of literal children playing with this sensor, and they had this exact board, and they were using Arduino Uno with no level shift or pull-up resistors, and it was working. So unless they went through all the trouble of faking it, there's something else at foot. Place finger on sensor. See? That works. You see that? So it does detect, but it won't pick up my heartbeat. So what does this one work? That's the question now. How come this works, but the other one doesn't? So this is code generated by Google Gemini on my corporate account with the college. Trying to shield the light. So you get nothing. But it definitely catches. See, the sensor definitely knows when my finger's on there. I know it's so weird. And I've uploaded code probably about 40 times, because yesterday after the stream I tried to fix it, because essentially tonight I need to work on my classes for tomorrow. So I tried to get it to work. It just doesn't work. I put pull-ups here. There's my pull-ups, as ugly as they are. It definitely detects presence. but it can't figure out the math. And like my I squared C are properly routed. If you look, there's my I squared C. So they are routed. They are equal length. Go all the way to there. They don't pass through vias. And these wires here are just the interrupt down there. So you don't really need these wires. And look, they've got ground stitching. They've got ground stitching all around. Yeah, it works fine in here. But it won't pick up my heartbeat. Okay, here's the question. Here is a very important question. Do I make a PCB way sponsored video without a working project? Do I make it a challenge to the viewer? Yes. No. So here's the idea. I don't know if PCBWay will be happy if I publish a board that's not useful. But we could try. Let's see. What are we at on the poll? 2 votes. Get your votes in, folks. I'm going to drink some coffee. Yeah, the board should work, but what am I going to demo? Three votes. Get your votes in, folks. I don't know how many people are online. Oh, there's like 10 of you here. Jesus Christ. I should have breakdowns on stream more often. Ooh, someone voted no. Get your votes in. 5 votes. The no was you. What's your thought, Johnny? Do you think you could take this challenge on if I gave you the pin assignments for a Pi Pico? Do you think you can get this to work? Because it just doesn't. When it does display a BPM, look there, it displayed. So 87% SPO2, there's no way. And 166 BPM, there's no way. We verified on another device 80 BPM. 80 to 90. I think my heart would be beating out of my chest if I had that. Do you think you could code it at home? That's my question. You think, I mean, hey, should I put out a bounty Should I send 50 Kanukistan kopecks to whoever can code it properly? Because at the moment, it's not working. You'd like to give it a shot? Sure. Well, here, let me make a document with all the pin assignments. I'll put it up on my website. And, like, I just need it to work. I don't know if I can commit to sending money to anybody because the big issue is my PayPal is my first name, last name. So I don't know if I could do that, but I can probably buy a Amazon gift card or something. So if you guys want to do it for an Amazon gift card. For what, you want me to publish them? Well, let's do it. So let me make a document, and then what I'll do is I'll put it on my website, and I'll make a video about a challenge. So let's do it. So you can get the same hardware. That's fine. Yeah. Let me take my time here to do this. I will ask that nobody starts this challenge until my little video is published. So I'm going to try to get this done before noon today and get the video out today or maybe tomorrow morning. So I ask that everybody not start this challenge so that it gives everyone a chance. Two. So what you can do, Curtis, is I can run the code here if you want. Because the viewer, I mean, either way I have to run here. Make videos about how to use a sensor or module board with a microcontroller, and typically I do this in advance, learn to use it, create a PCB for easy assembly, and then demo the use via a YouTube video. All that came crashing down when I tried to pair RP2040 0 from WaveShare with a Max 30102 Pulse and O2 SAT board. It seemed so simple. Power, ground, and I2C interface, and I was off to the races But so far, neither the example nor about 40 attempts at vibe coding was able to get it to work across 3 sensor boards and a few microcontrollers, including a plain Jane, or do we know Uno? Even to the point of recreating people's projects from their YouTube videos. So here is the challenge for you. Using the same hardware, Pi Pico or derivative. Use an M dash here. People think I'm AI. Pi Pico. Derivative. Max 3102 board. And SSD 1306 OLED. Have it detect your finger and spit out an accurate heart rate and SpO2 oh, you fucker. I don't know how to do subscript. SpO2 SpO2, and then for the ultra mode, have it work on my hardware on my PCB. Here are the links to what you will need. There's my M dash right there. Look, I'm AI. You do not have to purchase a PCB for this challenge. I will test it on mine here. However, ordering PCBs from my sponsor is an easy way to support the channel. Also, these links are affiliate links, which support me when you buy stuff with them with no additional cost to you. All right, so the PCB link Max 3102, SSD 1306, I2C OLED. That's all the parts, really. Oh yeah, and the RP 2040 0. There we go. So we're gonna do these links and stuff. Then we're gonna make a video today. And I'm gonna see if PCBWay is pissed that my sponsored video is a is a challenge. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. So if I go here to AliExpress and I'll go get my exact Mac sensors, my orders, AliExpress, Max 2002. Link, copy it here, like that. Uh, 96 I2C. No, not the freaking bundle deals. Get out of here. I hate non-responsive website design. Get link, copy. Like so. RP 2040 0. Get out of here with your bundle deals. Link, copy, and then the PCBWay link. There we go. Bring people. I don't know. How's it going, Franco? I don't know. I don't know. I really. I fear that the sponsorship is coming to an end. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So that's good. So that's good. Oh yeah, we need to do pin assignments. That's what I was waiting for. Okay, so now I do have, if I do an open recent, recent documents. So I can copy this. Does it copy the whole table? It does. Good. Okay. And then if I add insert columns after, don't know why I did that. God, LibreOffice is far worse than anything else. Insert columns after, and then insert columns after. Okay. Pin. Check the solder jumper on the back of the module to make sure. So it's on the default, so it's unsoldered, which defaults to 3.3 volts. And we can confirm that the I2C seems to be working at a 3-volt level. But yeah, it's not at 1.8. And then we're going to add how are we going to do this? Insert columns before. We'll join these columns. Merge cells. And then should be a text direction. This is worse. Can I just please type from top to bottom? If I go here, table properties, text flow, vertical. There we go. Max 30102 sensor. Okay, and now if we add insert row below, insert row below, insert row below, insert row below. Okay, and this, join these cells, merge cells, table properties, vertical, top to bottom. Okay, SSD 1306 OLED. Two, three, four. You know what? I don't like that. Let's move it back to the way it was. Let's change the font size here. 10. There we go. I just need to center these. Center. Should be a vertical center too. Don't see it. Horizontal center. There we go. We're gonna design an Indian restaurant. Kitchens are a pain. Huh. Interesting. Ground. VCC. What is my pin order? Never remember. Ground VCC, SCL, SDA. SCL and SDA. Ground. Grand. Power 3 volts. Serial clock. Serial data. All right, now we need to get the pin assignments here from the KiCad project, which I did a really shit job of, by the way. Let's go open KiCad. Here's it, it's in the PCB. Groaned. Groaned? Is so groaned? Well, I said no, I groaned. Am I nuts? Oh no, it's on the, okay, it's on the other side. All right. So, serial clock for the OLED is GP5 and SDA is GP6. 5 GP6. Is groaned. Let's just make sure VCC 3.3, yep. And grand is grand. All right, so this is on so I know this says 1.8 to 3.3, but hear me out. I'm powering it by 5 volts. Because we couldn't get it to work on 3.3. And I will direct your attention (5 volts), 5 volts, V in. So I don't want to hear any guff. All right, so what is GP6 is pin 2, pin 7 is GP7. Yeah, I did not write these right. What do you mean I rotated the board 180? I did not. 5 volts and ground. And look, I put these references. See these references? So if you come over here, see, 6 pin, 3 pin. If you lift this up, 6 pin, 3 pin. So V in is on that side, ground is on that side. So V in and ground, that's proper. And then you gotta reset it to get it to work. Okay, it functions, it just doesn't function. Okay. Back to this. All right, so what is my pinout? GP6 and 7. Where's my notepad? Over there. Roll my wheelie chair. Oh wait, you guys are still not even on the screen. Ugh. Oh my god, I'm just running over cables like crazy now. Get over there. Ugh. All right, so SDA is GP6 and SCL is GP7. GP6 and GP7. And then interrupt output. The interrupt is here, GP is 0, and IRD is GP1. 0 and IRD is GP1. And then RD is GP2. Is GP2. And ground is ground. There. That's the pin assignments. Oh my god. Professional streamer, ladies and gentlemen. Let's add some notes. I did add 4.7K ohm pull-up resistors between GP6 and 3.3 and GP7 and 3.3 volts. I cannot pull them up to 5 volts because the RP2040 is not 5 volt tolerant. I could not get as far as I did powering the max 30,102. You gotta lock the shed. Keep the ruse out, mate. Sorry, was that like offensive? I hope not. From 3.3 volts, there was internal or external. For some reason, it only works on 5 volts, assuming I am assuming that the onboard regulators doesn't work on 3.3 volts. What else? How's it going, Jackie Craft? It's 9:30 in the morning here. The jumper to swap between 1.8 volt and 3.3 volt logic is left bare, and the I2C does run at 3.3 volt in this configuration. Looks like out of 9 votes, 78% says do the video, no matter what. Yeah, coffee. I've got one too. This is my second one of the day. I think that's good. Any other details we're missing here? I think that works. All right, so we need to film a video. Let's clean up a little bit here. Let's film a video. Hopefully the video gets like at least 1,000 views so that my sponsor isn't like pissed that I'm making boards for nothing. But it is what it is. We'll take what we can get. So again, that's all we get. What are you working on? That wouldn't be a 6502. It is a, there you go, Max 3102. It is a heart rate and SpO2 monitor, but the problem is I can't get it to work. Okay. Let's also build a, let's draw out a quick schematic as well. Let's do it Big Clive style. Yeah. All right, so we've got welcome back. Did you lock up the shed from the ruse? No, God, no, I'm not going to do the accent. Okay, so RP 2040, like so. And then the pins that we need from it are GP6, 7, so GP6, GP7, GP 0, 1, and 2, 0, GP1, and GP2, and then GP5 and GP6, GP5 and GP6. And so that should be like so. And then we have the max 30102 02. And on here we have V in. Then we have SDA, SCL, RD, IRD, INT, and then we have grand and grand. So I forgot here, that's I forgot a couple of connections here. So 3.3 volts, 5 volts, and ground. Okay, so we're just going to close this off. And here we'll get this to 5 volts. And this to 5 volts, and then ground to ground to ground. Okay, now SDA is GP6. Trying to do this so I can see where my line is going. SCL is GP7. So that is truly 7. GP0 is the interrupt. GP1 is the IR LED. And GP2 is the red LED. And then this has a 4.7 to 3.3. 4.7K to 3.3. And this one also has a 4.7K to 3.3. And then this goes to 3.3 volts. And then, oh yeah, we have an OLED, I forgot. So OLED, we have ground, VCC, and then we might have to redo this. Yes, Ulru, Quenda, and Possum safe. Nice. SDA, SCL. So ground is back to ground. VCC is 3.3. Then SDA is GP6. And SCL is GP5. This was a horrible diagram. This was very, very bad. This is not a clear diagram. Okay, this is a draft. This is my draft. We're okay. Okay, so what did we not like? So we need to flip these around. This is okay. Okay, so we'll do 5 volts, GP6, GP7, GP0, GP1, GP2, and then I'll leave a space and we'll go 3.3 volts, and then GP5, and then GP6, and then ground. Okay, so that's good. And then over here we'll do V in, then SDA, SCL. That was all okay. Now we need to do int. Now we need to do IRD. Now we need to do RD. Now we need to do grand and grand. Okay, so that's good. Yeah, pretty much. That seems like an awful lot of pull on that line. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, an OLED can be down here. So that is grand. VCC. And then we need to flip SCL and SDA. Okay. So GP6 to SDA. That's good. GP7 to SCL. So that's good. And then we're going to do our 5 volts can go across like so. But then this jump up and come up here. This jump up and come up here. And then these are 2 resistors to 3.3 volts. And this is 4.7K. So that looks good so far. Okay. Now GP0 goes to int. GP1 goes to IRD. GP2 goes to RD. The 2 grands, they go to grand. Okay. This grand goes to grand, and this grand goes to grand. There we go. Okay. I should have put the 3.3 volt underneath. Not a big deal. Okay, VCC to VCC. And then GP5 to SCL. And GP6. Don't know why I flipped those. Whatever. GP6. To SDA. So that is a lot clearer. And this is the, I'm going to grab this, go all along here. This is the RP. $20, $40. And then we're going to grab all of this. This is the max. Three, 0, 1, 0, 2. And then this is the SSD 1306 OLED. There we go. So that is it. Any pi pico or derivative. So I use these RP2040 zeros, but pi pico will function as well. So any of these. The only things you can't use is the 2350s. So that would be a no. It's 2350. But these guys, pi pico, pico W, and these pi ultimates, those work. And there's also the pi super minis, which I don't have any. Those will work as well. It's just they're all kind of the same. They're just broken out differently. It's not like the Uno and the Nano. They are different because they have a different bootloader and stuff. So it's not like that for the Pi stuff or the Micro or whatever. Yeah, for sure you have a Pico. But I'll run the code here locally. So, okay, so I think that'll work. That's good. That's good. Now, I would really enjoy having my other sensors. I just don't know where I put them. So these are NRFs. These are for the other board that's coming. But where are my heart rate sensors? Let's move this away. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's an ESP. Really don't know where it's gone. I mean, it's got to be in this corner, right? Like, I do know that I rage quit. Oh, these are the screws I was looking for. That's good. Don't know where the hell my other sensors went. No idea. All right, let's grab a PCBWay box for display. Also, probably will have to re-up my coffee before we do this. Lost a voltmeter once, took 2.5 years to find it. Yeah, I'm hoping that's not the deal here, but it is a non-zero. If you've ever been a fan of these live streams, you will know that we regularly lose things. And obviously, I don't know whose fault it is that we lose things, but it's obviously someone else's fault. Oh, wow. So, Dad of Science sent an image, the state of his lab. So, I'll show you, but I'm not, like, this lab is clean compared to mine. Here. Oh. Trying to do this without showing you notifications. There we go. Actually, I got a better way to do this. Hold on a sec. There we go. Try not to dox. Open link. Let's just open this here. Okay, let's critique DOS's lab, shall we? Screen. Yeah, this is nothing. Okay, so this is a little bit messy over here. Little bit messy over here, but that's nothing. I like this though. This is nice. Can't see when I'm standing in to take the bloody photo. Yeah, maybe. Look at this old school scope. Ooh, how do you like your microscope, by the way? Send it to me, Johnny. I'll show it on stream. Is this an Ender 3 in a enclosure? Ooh, a CNC. You remind me, I need to get mine working. An old, one of the first flat screen TVs. So it's a tube, but it's a flat tube. I have this too. The hanging wall. Jackie Craft, can I just ask, are you male or female? Because we're trying to bump up the female numbers here. I think my main channel is 9% female. Scope is good, stand is rubbish, and the camera on it zooms so much as to be unusable. Interesting. Ender 3, good, yeah, called it. I love this all-around lighting. Very nice. Heat gun. Yeah, really nice workspace here. Bunch of computer parts. Looks like laptops. Looks like torn down laptops. Oh, PS5. Ooh la la. Pretty neat. I like it. Some sort of railing system. And a Fallout poster. Look at that. Neat. Thank you for sending me your workspace. What is this though? Is this like an abandoned scanning electron microscope? Sweet. Okay, so we got another female on stream. You're not working at home today. Oh, that sucks. But you can be on YouTube at work. That's pretty cool. Well, welcome to the stream, Jackie Craft. Are you a YouTuber? You are not. I was going to send people to your channel. That odd pink thing is a 1964 Wolritzer jukebox. Is this pink? Okay, I thought it was just the lighting. Very cool. 2 wooden cabinets are tube record players and radios. Oh, these guys. No, that's it. Looks like a dresser. Yeah, very cool workspace. Thanks for sharing it with the group. Okay, on my search for a PCBWay box, they do like having the branding on the video, and we're going to do as much as we can not to piss them off, because as much as I hate to admit it, they do pay the mortgage around here. This is kind of their workshop in a way. Just making sure. Oh, here's the other one. Here's another sensor. So this is the one with the broken. This is the one with the broken screen. Okay, let's see. So this one I have bridged. Maybe you won't be able to see that, but I have bridged the 3.3 volt pad there. Very hard to do, by the way. Okay, ground V in this way. But I will say my shop's messier, and I'm not saying that like as a challenge. I'm saying that in embarrassment. So this one acts exactly the same. There's no heart rate. Does detect finger position, but it does not detect a heart rate. Okay, so I definitely need to re-up on the coffee. I need to go empty the reservoir as well. So we're going to get this ready. Sent a video, couldn't fit all the crap in one photo. Well, let's do that before then. How do you, if I download this? Okay, give me one moment. Is there audio? All right, here goes. There's going to be a tour screen. Here we go. No audio. Okay, so I'm going to narrate. All right, so here we go. Let's critique. First of all, HP printer. That's not a good idea. You need you need a brother printer. Ooh, but I like the look at the hardware selection down here. That's very nice. All right, got some nitrile gloves, Bosch drill. Okay. This is the CNC mill. Sounds like standard operating, yeah. Okay, what do we got here? We got a workstation. It looks like a solder fume extractor. Oh, we got a microscope here. Got a hot plate. Looks like a foot pedal, not quite sure. Sitting on a big box. This looks like an old school like heat plate or something. You got the filament dryer. This is the Sunlu one. I've got the same one. Okay, oh, the Unity. I got the same one. Nice. Heat gun. I mean, hot glue gun. PCB oven. Okay. Oh. Got some artifacting there. This is an open, like a DIY bench power supply type thing. Let's see if I can jump back here. Oh, I went way too far back. Okay, here it goes. This. Okay, so we've got, yeah, that looks like a solder fume extractor. We've got the microscope on the arm. Oh, that's a trinocular. So all this time you've been watching me want a trinocular microscope, and you've got one. Actually, both of you guys, Doss and Johnny Bergdahl, have the trinocular microscope. This is either a thermal camera or just a infrared heat temperature thing, thermometer thing. Got a network switch, a scope up here. Looks like a Rigol, maybe? Oh, it is a Rigol, and a Rigol multimeter. We've got a, this looks like a hot air rework station, but probably a soldering iron as well. There's quite a bit of crap in this one, I must say. Okay, I hear some helping hands. I know that Johnny Bergdahl designs these desk organizers, so if you go look on his printables, you can find them there. Okay, like the component storage. Oh, up top we've got this is a automotive double DIN radio. I'm guessing from either an Audi or a Ford, just because I know that's what he drives. Okay, some storage boxes up there, some lights, nice. It's dark in Sweden. Oh, some crap on the floor, lamp. You got a lot of these boxes. Did you find these? Did you find these at a used store or something? A label maker, like it. I like it. Or is that a multimeter? Looks big though. Look at all these boxes. Buckets. Oh, the XL, Prusa XL. Very nice. Some filament, lots of filament. What the hell do you do? Some speakers. Nice. I like it. Those are IKEA. Gotcha. Cool. Nice workspace. I love it. Looks good. If you guys want to go on my channel, this workspace, there's a video, but it's old. I have new desks and stuff since then. It's going to be time for a new one, but I do have to clean it first. So let's just make sure these are all Max 30102s. It's backwards. 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 Okay. We should have 9 here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Very cool workshop, Johnny. You guys all have cool workshops. I'm incredibly envious of both of your trinoculars because I have this. Okay, first of all, look at my mess. Revel in the mess here. So I've got this, a Dawnstar, which I love, except you can't have the screen going while you capture HDMI, which is such a pain in the ass because if I capture it to stream, then I'm working here underneath it, right? And then I have to look here. Oh, you see a lot of the mess. You see a lot of the mess down there. But I have to look on this screen, this little OBS window, in order to know what I am working on. It doesn't make any sense. I hate it. I love everything about it except for the fact that I can't have the screen on with HDMI capture or USB capture. So I hate it. Okay, so yeah, we're going to get some coffee, and then when we get back, we're gonna start this video, and someone will have to remind me to put on the mic. So I will be right back. I am back. I also have something for the Swede in the chat. So, Swedish fish. Interestingly, these candies are hard to find. Oh, did someone ask where I am? All right, have a good one, Doss. Thanks for sharing your workspace. So these candies are hard to find outside of Halloween season. You can never just buy a big bag of them. So when I went upstairs for my coffee, Vero intercepted me, and we usually eat candy together. So if she has a bag, she gives me a bag. What do you mean? It's Swedish fish. It's legit. Store in a cool, dry place. Sugar and glucose syrup. Do you have a different Swedish fish? And I'm not talking about surströmming, by the way. That's just disgusting. We have Swedish berries too. So we got the packs. After Halloween, the candies go on discount. We got a couple boxes to eat over time, although we eat them pretty quickly. Yeah, best of the year, cheap candy day. Yeah, and also great for window shopping is Costco this time of year, because they have all the new holiday stuff. The only thing is we don't tend to buy them. Sorry, I'm rustling my shirt. You're back with T-Pound or T hashtag. So the Costco holiday stuff is expensive, but we like looking at it. Okay. Let's get some coffee in me. So we might have to do a couple takes here. Oh, the pound was a typo. You typoed into Pound Town. So this might take a couple takes to get it right. New style of video. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, let's also make sure we are focused. Touch AF on. Is that AF now? Oh. So it says touch autofocus is on, but it doesn't really work. I'm gonna... Oh. All right. Let's try that. Let's make sure we are focused. Okay, in North America, in especially North America. Yeah, I got the mic on. Thank you. The hash is actually called the pound. Such an interesting. Bit of a different video today. Typically, I'll go through my hoard, pick a sensor, and then learn how to use it well enough to display. Let's try that again. I said stop. Different type of video today, because usually I'll go through my hoard, pick a sensor or a module, learn how to use it, and then make an explainer on how you can use it in your projects at home. I even make a PCB so that if you don't want to struggle with bad breadboard connections, you can just order from my sponsor, PCBWay. Well, this is until I've met my nemesis. This is the Max 30102, and I thought it was going to be really simple. I mean, there's 5 volts, there's ground, there's I2C, and then you could just connect it up to anything you want, and it should work. In fact, there's a bunch of videos of literal children getting these to work on YouTube, so how hard could it be? I even ordered some PCBWay PCBs because, I mean, it's just an I2C, and then I can connect it to an OLED and have it work. But let me show you the problem and why this video is a bit different. You see, when I plug in the sensor, no amount of example code or vibe coding will get it to work. As you can see here, it displays on the screen, says place finger. If I put my finger, it does detect that the finger is there, but no matter what I do, I can't get it to display an accurate reading. I mean, I can definitely get it to display a reading on some attempts, but I can't get it to be accurate. This attempt is an attempt from Google Gemini, and it doesn't even show anything at all. I'm going to cut out this part, obviously. Let's also get this thing on. Let's focus a little bit up. Oh, like plus, 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 plus. Okay. You got some spares? I do. Did you see magic smoke? I didn't see any magic smoke. Not sure how well I can keep this in focus, but this here is my gold standard. This is my pulse oximeter that I bought during the human malware times. And this one is fairly accurate. My heart rate is 84, which is about right. If I do exercise, it does go up. And here is my O2 sats, 97%. But at the best of times, when I can get this sensor to work, it reads like 160 BPM. So it's like double. And it reads somewhere between 3 and 40% O2 sats. And The last time I checked, I'm still alive. So I don't think that's accurate at all. So here it is. This video is to extend a challenge to all of you at home. I have tried the built-in examples. I have tried to vibe code this both on, or all three, on GPT, on Gemini, on Claude, and none of them can come up with a code that both functions and is accurate. So it would be either it doesn't function or it shows wildly inaccurate values on here. So you people at home, whether you want to try vibe coding it or whether you want to try to do it by hand, I challenge you to get this code working. A couple of caveats on that. Oh, wait. No, I'm going to get my micros now. Mini fridge and microwave in the bunker. They were acquired when your wife retired as a teacher. Very nice. Okay. So this is RP2, RP2. That's a Pico 2, so that's a no. So there are a couple caveats, obviously. I do not want to get this working on an Arduino Uno. I just don't care for the Arduino ecosystem. This thing does have 3.3 volt logic, so it should work with the RP2040 chip. So that's what I'd like you to get it working on. So you can use any of the derivatives of the Pi Pico that you want. So this is a RP2040-0. These two are Pico and Pico W, and this is the Pico Ultimate. So as long as it uses the RP2040 chip and is sort of like a Pico format, it should work on my Pico. So that's what I'd like you to do. I'd also like it to display on an SSD 1306 OLED, and it must use this sort of darkened, the black rectangle sensor. And I'll link all of this out in the description. Now, do you need to order the PCBs from PCBWay in order to participate in this challenge? The answer is no. You don't have to order these. I will give you the pin assignments and the diagram in a moment. And also, all this information can be found on my website, linked in the description. However, ordering from PCBWay does support the channel, and so I'd recommend for you to at least go take a look at the PCB. So all of the PCB does is makes your connections a lot more stable. So here is the diagram. Again, this will be on my website. All you see is that the Max 30102 is connected to 5 volts. Very important. I couldn't even get it to light up at all on 3.3 volts, and that's because there is a 3.3 volt regulator on this board. So it actually needs 1.8 volts to work, but the 3.3 volt regulator is a level shifter. So if you get it to work on 3.3, good for you. I could not. So GP6 is SDA, GP7 is SCL. You've got 4.7K pull-up resistors up to 3.3 volts. Very important. I didn't pull these up to 5 volts because the RP2040 is not 5 volt compliant. So this should work because all we need is for the I2C to top out at 3.3 volts. So that's because the level shifted output is independent of this power. GPO is on the interrupt pin. GP1 is on the IRD, the diode for the infrared. GP2 is for the RD, the red diode. However, these two are not used in most of the code I have generated and found. So these are connected for future use they're not used right now. The 2 grounds of the Max 3102 are to ground, and then the SSD 1306 OLED is using GP 5 and 6 for the I2C, powered by 3.3 volts and grounded at the same point. The reason why I use 2 separate I2C buses is because I have read that both of them could interfere with each other. So this is the way to do it. The RP is more than capable of running 2 I2C buses at the same time. So that is the requirements for the challenge. Now, how about the rewards? Well, I don't know if I can genuinely offer a reward because a lot of you will have to order parts and you'll get them in at, independent times. And so I would love to say that the first person that comes back to me with code that functions and functions reliably will get a prize, but I can't guarantee that. You guys live all over the place. And also, it's not really fair if, someone's got this exact module sitting at home and some of you don't and have to order from AliExpress. So what I will do though is I'll do a follow-up video and I will go through all the code examples. I'll test them out. I'll probably test them out on my live stream, to be honest, and then compile them all into a video. And you'll get kudos and shout outs, and if you want me to recommend a channel or something, you'll get your 30 seconds of fame. If you want to do this for the challenge, do it. If you're thinking that it's really not for you, then it's not for you. Just enjoy the show. But for now, this is basically all I get. I get the sensor working in the fact that it detects my finger, but if the infrared LED is strong enough to capture my BPM, it is wildly out by 1/3 or double, and the SPO2s are usually super low. So if you can get this sensor, this OLED, working on 2 separate I2C buses on any of the Raspberry Pi Pico derivatives, then let me know. So you can contact me either on my website or through my email, through the YouTube channel, or just post it in the comments, the link to your GitHub. And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. I know my community is filled with coders, but coder I am not. So thank you so much to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. Please go down in the description and at least take a look at this nice combiner board. It is compatible with my new lab standard ecosystem. So it is compatible with the OLED stands, with the cases, and everything. Thanks for watching. Okay, so will I put the code? I have tried, no. The reason is I have tried way too much code. So which one? Like I could put this one in, I guess. Sounds like a clock rate problem. Yes, Jackie, I have gone through and tried tons of different clock rates. Nothing's changing. So now it's a challenge for the audience, essentially. So we'll post this up. I'm gonna hope to get the video live today, and I'll post it up and we'll be good to go. So yeah, hopefully PCBWay doesn't get pissed that my project sucks. But there's only going to be one way to find out, and that's to reboot. That's a Canadian thing for you guys. So now what do we do? Because we still have time. I guess I should probably transfer and edit this. But there's a bunch of you watching. And it's only 10:30. But I do want to get this done. So maybe I will... I don't know. Dude, if I knew what they wanted... I don't know. Okay, so here's the poll. Start a poll. Do you want to watch me make the website article/edit? Or pass because it isn't interesting? Do it on stream or pass. There you go. You guys can vote. Nice. Real maple syrup. I have the, this is the maple creamer. So far, 100%. Three votes. Well, you guys are a little nuts. That's kind of why I love you guys, but you are a little nuts. All right, when we get like 5 votes, I will decide that's final. Oh, so I just dropped the magnet out of my shirt and it went and stuck to my workbench. Four votes. Okay, I think that's close enough. As if you guys want to watch me write a website article. You guys are crazy. I have to go check. All right, let's see. I don't know how much I can show you from the back end. Let's ask ChatGPT. I want to write a blog post for my website on WordPress, but I am being pressured to do it, pressured by my stream viewers, that's you guys, to do it live on camera. Is there anything visible from the edit blog post backend that shouldn't be shown on stream? These are fine, okay. WordPress username, yeah. Ah. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh, I could do that. StreamWriter. Or I can crop it. Oh, local markdown editor. Okay, what can I use? What can I use for a local markdown editor? Well, that sounds great. That coffee sounds awesome, Locke. Typora. Obsidian. Okay. I have VS Code. You're going to see my embarrassingly bad. Okay. Second here. Oh yeah, wait. Markdown. Install. Install. Okay. Explorer. File. Is there a new project? File. Can I, how do I do this? Okay, hang on. I have VS Code and downloaded Markdown all in one. How do I start a new project in it now? Folder in your computer. Open that folder in VS Code. Okay. Okay. Sorry about my nubness here. That's the website. That's the wrong. Whatever. New website article drafts. Okay. And then I open folder. Pardon my French there. File, open folder. Website. Article draft, select folder. Okay. File, new file. Hold on, guys. I'm almost there. Draft.md. New file. Max 3102 draft. Oh, .md. Okay. Okay. Start writing in Markdown. Okay, Control K M. I'm so confused. Irish and Bailey's. Okay, interesting. Inpol. Markdown doesn't feel like the WordPress editor. Is there something like it for VS Code? Probably not. Okay, Markdown editor. Let's try that. Install. Install. Okay. How do I... Okay. How... Okay, it's installed. Installed. How to activate it. Click on any Markdown file in VS Code. Right-click the tab at the top. Open with Markdown Editor. Right-click the tab at the top. Open with Markdown Editor. Okay. Code block. Inline code. List. This is horrible. I can't. Markdown is 100% what? Just learn it. Headings. Ha! Heading 1. Okay. By the way, you guys can't see shit. How do you zoom on this thing? View. Zoom. Appearance. What's Zen mode? Zoom in. Oh, Control plus equal. Oh. There we go. So you guys can see. Challenge to the audience. Max 103, 102. Plus pi pico. Okay, that's H1. And is there a paragraph block or is just regular writing? Is it just paragraph, the basic, I guess? Tackle this coding challenge. Trying to get let's getting a max 30102 module to display on a SSD 1306 I2C OLED using a RP 2040 chip based module. All right. Hopefully I can just copy this all into WordPress after, but we'll see. And then this will be /video Nope. Okay, that doesn't work like in WordPress. In WordPress, you can just do that. Code block. Can we embed? Video link. I want to embed the video though. No embed here. Okay, whatever. Embed video here. Oh, I made a code block. That's not good. Okay. Here we'll do tildes. Embed video here. Oh my god, this is like this is like Discord. Whatever. There we go. Embed video here. Okay, now we have some text that we pulled. So let's get this. What happened here? What the fuck? What happened? The tab? The tab did it. Oh my god, this is not it. Can't just there we go. Strip all the special stuff off of it. There we go. So paragraph. Okay, nope, that's normal. I don't know if this is LibreOffice whatever, but anyways, H2. So heading H2 is the challenge for you. Okay, now we make a unordered list. Yeah, we're going to do PCB way, link. That will only be done when we get to publishing. And then we need max 3102. Oh my god, max 3102. And then we're going to copy the link. Probably have this like so. Okay. Why is this black? I don't know. I can't read this. Why is everything so bad? Why can't I just do one thing that's easy? Ah, 1306 squared C OLED. Why? What are you doing? RP 2040 0. Maybe I will include some code. I don't know yet. I don't know. Okay, and now we definitely have a table. That was a horrible table. What do you... Okay, how many columns? And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5 by 12. Delete. Control Shift. That didn't work. Oh, it did. But it's also it's also zooming. Why? Oh my god. Why get anything? Now I forgot how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Can we just insert 12? That doesn't work. I'm not stupid, right? Oh my god. Control 12. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my god. This is so silly. Can I join? No. Why? Why is everything shit? Why? Okay, I'm not doing this. I'm gonna edit the video instead. I think I'm just gonna have to code my own everything. I need to take a university course on coding, and I'll just make my own tools. I'll make my own tools. Nothing, I repeat, nothing ever works the way it should. Nothing. Nothing. All right, I'm gonna pop this in my NAS. I am taking a programming course. I mean, it's been a little bit now. What the hell did I call temp footage? There we go. What was this called again? Max sensor. Yeah, it'll take a little bit to transfer all this stuff because it's going to the NAS, and the NAS only has 1 gigabit. But if I don't do it like this, I could lose my footage. So we'll give it a moment here. So yes, I am taking a programming course, freecodecamp.org. It's changed. Uh-oh. They split it now. Okay. Okay, I need to go back to it. Because they added a bunch of stuff. Okay. Well, yeah, I have to get back to it. Now working on lighting for the restaurant. Power is done. I'm assuming they're just going based on client recommendations, client demands. Just my assumption. So yeah, I gotta kind of get back to doing the stuff. Seems they added some stuff and I should work on it because I just should. What are the thumbnails? You know what? This is taking way too long. So I think I'm just going to end the stream here. I appreciate all you folks being here, but this is starting to become awkward. Plus, I can just do this article very quickly on my website without having to deal with all this stuff. So I'll just do this. Tomorrow I work, so I won't be here tomorrow. But probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I work. So we're gonna get as much done as possible. I'm hoping to get some submissions for code, and yeah, we'll see what we can get. So thanks everyone for being here. Really sorry the stream kind of was sucky today, but it is what it is. I just do my work and whatever happens, happens. Have a good one, guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you all. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.